And here it comes. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Whoa,
that misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely. I gotta think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
So here's Brown at the plate. Fouled off. He was late. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That clips the zone. That is strike 2. One ripped. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. And he's there at third with a triple. Oh, the throw is wild.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Slow curveball drops in for a strike. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And he deals. Late on that fastball.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Yeah, that's outside. 1-2 to count. 2 outs. And that one hit to first. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Back here in Philadelphia, towing the slab in today's game, Alex Wood. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Zips it across, and they get Turner for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. The guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Trey Turner.
Yeah, Boog, and I like his chances of making an impact in this game today. He's facing a lefty on the hill, and you know he loves lefties. He's hitting over .350 against left-handed pitchers this season, so he could be in for a huge performance in this one.
Lifted in the air, right field. Butler makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Here's Bryce Harper. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Brings it in for the third out. Nothing doing here this half. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the A's 1 and the Phillies nothing. Second inning set to go. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Lawrence Butler. Suarez back to work. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next pitch is outside. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Yeah, there's a ball. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Next up for the A's, Abraham Toro.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
That clips the corner.
0-1.
A's leading by a run here at the top of the second. And now the count is even. Up the middle, Sosa. 2 gone.
Batting it. The catcher.
Here's the catcher. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throws to second, and that's a double.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
1-1.
This one in the dirt. To third. And got it. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the A's 1 and the Phillies nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And a pitch. And a liner around into right center for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Third baseman.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. 1 at second. On to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs. Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And now it is JT Realmuto. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. Toro makes the catch. And that'll do it. We played 2 innings. On to the 3rd inning at the plate. Nick Allen. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. And that skips in the dirt. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
This one in the air right field. Should have this one. And there's one down. Next to hit, Darryl Hernandez. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Wouldn't chase that time. Next offering is in for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. In the air right field. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Turner. Off balance feet. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Seth Brown up next for the A's. Ball 1 there. Davidson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it. Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. Here's Miguel Andujar.
Well, in the box, he's seen that movie before. It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
Gregory Soto taking over on the mound.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
That one missed.
Berg, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Butler up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Right through there for a strike. Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Lifted in the air right center field. Sosa sizes this one up. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the A's 2 and the Phillies. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Drilled to right. Way back there. And that is gone. A gigantic blast. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit. But he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side. And that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked the cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Johan Rojas now at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That one the other way. There's one. Their second double play in just the first 3 innings here today.
4 6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
2 down, nobody on. Out to short, Allen. On to first. That ends the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And the home team. And we're back onto the 4th. Now it's going to be Abraham Toro. First pitch is in the dirt. Toro, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2016. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Up and in, and the count is 3-1. Swung on, belted. That's back. Hits the top of the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Number 73, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one fouled off. No outs. Runner on second. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to...
So the batting order turns over. Darryl Hernandez up next for the A's. Swings through that one for strike 1.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he Desperado right there, a nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Slides, but he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
And makes the grab. And that is that. A's strand a couple. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Bottom 4. And digging in for Philadelphia, Whit Merrifield. Bounced up the middle. Throws, save. And that was close.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Harper can't hold up, and that's a strike. On the ground, could be 2. Toro. Oh, the throw is over his head.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed into a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays.
On a line. Plays it out of bounds, and it deflects away. The run scores from second. We are tied at 2. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now Alec Bohm.
0-1's the count.
All tied up. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. And there's one away. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. There's a strike.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Allen tosses across the first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 runs across in the inning here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 0-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Phillies 3 and the A's 2. Ready now for the 5th inning. Digging in for Oakland, Seth Brown. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
You know, these A's looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
In the air to left center. Sizing this one up. 1 up, 1 down. And here's the first baseman, Jordan Diaz. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Now the left fielder, Miguel Andujar. Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The A's down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Breaking ball inside, and 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And that misses as well. And that's too high, ball 4.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Toro at the plate now, and that's inside. Andujar, the lead runner out at second. Butler at first, 2 out of the inning. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And the righty deals. And another ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way up.
The new pitcher in the game, Andrew Bellotti.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. A's threaten, but leave them loaded. They're down 3-2. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And here is Sosa to the plate. On the ground, out to short. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Into center and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Turner stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. With Merrifield up to the plate, 1 for 2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they take a 2-run lead. Here's Harper.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so he'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Pitch misses. 1-0.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Brown makes the grab for the second out. So first and second with 2 outs. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. Late swing, fouled off. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. 2 men left stranded, but back here in Philadelphia. And now the shortstop, Nick Allen. The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch misses inside, and now 2-0. That's a little bit low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And stepping in is the speedy Darryl Hernandez. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that.
Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Logan Davidson.
Count 1-0.
In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Wouldn't chase that time. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. In the dirt, and the runner holds. And there's the automatic. Checks his swing, appeal to third. Nope, he held back.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Brown, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1.
2-0.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. That to right. Castellanos has this one sized up. Brings it in.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So first and second with 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jordan Diaz. Comes up empty.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Allen, the lead runner at second. Davidson on at first with 2 down.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
On the move. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left on. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. And the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. It's the Phillies 4 and the A's 2.
Then let the beat smooth. You get her. So many things I try to say when I'm writing that I found myself simply fighting.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ken Waldichuk.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to...
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So, man aboard. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Brown racing over to make the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 69 getting loose out there. Muller getting cranked up as well. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And here is Edmundo Sosa. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. One out. Runners at first and second. To short, could be two. Allen to second, and that's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the A's 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Miguel. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that is gone. He sends it out of here. It's 4-3. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And another ball. Bellotti maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that's ball four.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Nick Nelson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The 1-1. Roll to short, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. A double play, and the first batter he faces in relief.
Almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
So 2 down, striding to the plate now for Oakland, Nick Allen. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's down and in.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a pretty significant 2-out walk as it moves the tying run up into scoring position. It's definitely not what you're looking for from your pitchers late in the ball game.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. On the ground right side to second. Turner. They limit the damage here. A's draw closer on this homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 7th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. To third, Hernandez. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Here's Trey Turner. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now for the Phillies, Whit Merrifield. And a swing and a miss there.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
On the ground. Sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead. We go to the 8th. Now the A's designated hitter, Logan Davidson. First pitch misses. Right side, Sosa. Tosses to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Next up for the A's, Seth Brown. And that's outside. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fought off foul. And another ball.
I know his slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rojas makes a nice running catch. Jordan Diaz up next for the A's. That one way inside. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. That's outside, and that's ball 2.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 balls.
The 2-1. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Boo, you have any memorable hit-by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. Next pitch is outside.
Well, that's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. First and second, 2 outs. Digging in out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Aaron Nola.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
With the tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Foul ball still 0-2.
Oh, he got away with a mistake right there.
Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Inning over. That's a crucial missed stop. Now into the game, J.D. Davis. He takes over as the new first baseman. Waldichuk back to work. Harper now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Swings and misses. Now 1 away. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Nick Castellanos. Out towards right center. That's well struck back there. And it one-hops the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Foul ball there. Man at second. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Look out, way inside. The pitch. In the air, right field, on the move towards the line. Grabs it on the run. And there's two down. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And there's a foul ball. Man on second, two down. Hit hard on the ground is short. Zips it to first, and Realmuto is out. Play made, that ends the inning. One left for Philadelphia, and it remains a 4-3 game. We go to the ninth. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Abraham Toro. Late with the swing there.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
On the ground to first. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
He's 2 outs away. And now here's the A's catcher. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Allen stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And a strike on the outside edge. There's a 1-1. They're down to their final strike. 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, for his first career save, deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.